Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to a brand new organising video. So in today's video I'm going to be tackling the understairs cupboard. So this has been neglected for quite some time now and it has been stressing me out because I like everything to have a place and for things to look organised. It definitely affects me if my space is a mess, then my head feels stressed out, and it's been on my to-do list for a while because every time I open the cupboard, which is numerous times a day, I think I need to spend some time and organise this. And so that's what I'm going to crack on with today. I'll try and find some pictures of when we first moved in and how we used to have the cupboard then before I got the shelf in, because it wasn't very organised, just to kind of show you the transformation of how much more organised having shelves can make it feel. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take everything out of the cupboard. So I always think that's the best thing to do when you're tackling a big job, is just get everything out and you've got like a blank canvas to start with. So that's what I'm going to do now. So the white shelves I bought from IKEA, I mean they're both from IKEA, but the white tall shelves were £50 from IKEA, and then the shorter wooden looking set I actually got for free. I was on a run one morning on my way home and someone left it outside the house for a good home, so I carried that home with me after my run at like 7:30 in the morning. But obviously the early bird gets the worm, so I was the first one that had seen it. James was joking saying I hope it was out there for someone to collect for free and that they weren't waiting for a van to come and take it, but now I'm pretty sure it was for free. And it fit perfectly in this space. So the tall one was great because we're utilising the space in the cupboard, and then the shorter one fits well because we couldn't have another tall one because the ceiling slopes where the stairs are, but it's just so much easier to access everything. You can get baskets from IKEA that fit into the slots, but for the purposes of what we want it for under the stairs, we just want easy access to everything. So it's not like it needs to look dead tidy because it's already behind a door. But if you have them in bedrooms and things, I think that's a nice idea to have the baskets. Whilst I'm clearing out, I also thought I'd just talk you through a few of the things in the cupboard. If you'd rather just watch me declutter and not ramble on, then feel free to mute me and just play some music and enjoy clearing out yourself if you are. But we made a big purchase this summer, which was the Dyson Hoover. So I have done a review video if you want to watch that, but we have that hanging in the cupboard now. James fitted the holder to the wall inside the cupboard, and then he fixed an extension cable into the cupboard so that we could have it in charge in there, and it has been absolutely brilliant. Hoovering does not feel like a chore or like this big effort to have to like get all the wire out and everything. It's so easy, so we've loved that. We also have an automatic light in here, so when we open the door the light comes on. This was just from Amazon. I think this is the second one we had because the first one wasn't brilliant, and you just charge them every now and then when the battery gets low. But this one you can also switch on to stay on all the time if you're in there for quite a while, like I was today clearing out, rather than just being like a light that comes on and then goes off after a couple of minutes. So that's really handy for all cupboards. We have one in the upstairs cupboard as well, just so when you open the cupboard the light comes on. Sometimes they're so dark in there it's hard to see what's in it, so definitely some form of lighting is useful. So I've been trying to have a think about what to put in what shelves and what we need access to most, just so it makes the most sense for our day-to-day living. So I think I'm just going to move a couple of things around. So I'm just going to crack on at getting everything out of the cupboard and update you as I go. So Ralph's belongings take up about 3 shelves currently in this cupboard, but usually about 2. So we have one shelf that has all like the excess poo bags that we've got, a basket full of his treats and food, and then another shelf that's got like a couple of his pyjamas, like a playmat thing we have, the cooler for the summer that he lies on, balls, different things like that. My KitchenAid also lives in here now because since we got the air fryer, I haven't got enough worktop in the kitchen. Well, I could do, but it would just look very cluttered. So, and I'm not baking every day, and I read somewhere if you don't use an appliance every day or at least every other day, then try and store it somewhere else to save space on the counters, and so I definitely don't use it every day. So I've put that away in the cupboard and I just get it out as and when I need it. I also keep certain foods in here that I've just got a bit extra of that don't really need to be in the kitchen, to try and keep those cupboards tidy. We also keep drinks in here, cereal boxes because I decant them into containers in the kitchen, and then there's just random stuff like car cleaning stuff, plant seed, a few gardening tools. The slow cooker lives on top top of the tall IKEA shelves, but it's really handy if you can utilise the height, putting shelves on the wall, hooks on the wall, anything you can do to use that space higher up that often gets forgotten about is super useful. So I treated myself recently when Prime was on to a battery organiser. So this might sound like the saddest thing in the world, and I've made a separate short to edit for it, but this battery organiser has been in my Amazon basket for months and months, and I didn't want to buy it because it was like £20 or something, just under, and it was in the Prime sale for £13, and I thought, go on, I'll treat myself. I had so much joy putting my batteries into this battery organiser. I've wanted a battery tester for a while as well, and this battery organiser came with a battery tester in it, and so I spent ages going through all my batteries, testing them to see how much they had in them, and then got rid of loads, and now I've only got a few left. But it's great, it's got pockets at the top for any like brand new packets you've maybe not opened yet, or ones that don't fit into the compartment, but then it's got space for all kind of batteries, and it's just super organised. I feel like batteries are quite a hard thing to organise without a dedicated battery organiser. Don't know how long I could go on talking about this for, but loved this. My friend I thought was a lunatic, and I'd never seen anything like it in my life, so but hopefully if you're watching this channel you will love this kind of thing as well. So this is the mess that I've made so far, guys. I don't think it's too bad actually. If you've noticed in the cupboard there is still quite a bit of mess in the corner. This is all like paint decorating things, James's tools, there's just loads of things in bags. They're just a bit messy and hard to sort out. We are hoping to get a shed maybe sometime next year, so then I would store some tools and like paintbrushes and sheets and that kind of thing in there, but for now they are a bit difficult to organise, so I've just left those in the corner. I've got all these bits in the hall, a few bits on the stairs to sort out, and all this stuff in the kitchen, but it has got to get worse before it gets better, hasn't it? So I'm just going to crack on and try and sort through this. So I'm just going to go through all Ralph's bits here. So I have a couple of jars for him that I've labelled. One says Ralph's treats and one says dental sticks. I hope you don't think this is super stingy, but the dental sticks I break in half so that they last longer. Rather than giving him a full one per day, I give him half of one. Sometimes he'll get the other half in the afternoon, depending how active he's been, but these things are expensive and they go so quickly, so I break them in half to try and make them last a bit longer, and then they also fit in the little jar nicely. He also likes these little Wainwright's biscuits, and he's got into this habit now where he sits on the top of the stairs and he won't come down for his walk until you give him a biscuit. So I've broke the biscuits in half so that every time we go on a walk and I give him a biscuit, he's just having half a biscuit rather than a full biscuit, or if I am treating him I'll give him a full biscuit. So if you're wondering why I'm spending time breaking them all up, that is why. It is a bit of effort, but it doesn't actually take too long, and it just makes them last that little bit longer. You may be thinking this snail looks a bit random, but I bought this at the Tatton Park flower show this summer and I've had it in the garden. It looks very cute in the garden, but looks a bit random in the house, and I didn't want to leave it out all winter. Now the weather's got really cold, so we brought that inside, but I don't have many shelves or sides to kind of display it on, and it just looks a bit random, the snail. Like, it looks really cute in the garden. It doesn't really go with my decor, so I'm just putting him in the cupboard for now until next spring. And that is it, guys. We're all done. It's organised. It looks so much better. I'm really pleased with that. I've tried to utilise the height space as much as possible, as you can see with the cereal boxes on top of the slow cooker, and every shelf is looking nice and organised. I know it's clean, and I didn't really have that much rubbish to get rid of. Just got these bits of cardboard from boxes. I've just left these out because I need to sort through them. That's the baking stuff. The spare container, the shelf and the oil dispenser I'm going to keep and use in the kitchen. I do like a label, guys, so I'm just going to use a pen and these sticky labels just to label a couple of things that I found in the cupboard that I have to open to realise what it is, and then I'm like, oh yeah, it's the bike seat or whatever it is. So if I put a label on it, then next time I'm sorting out, I won't have to get it out because I'll know what it is. I organised this drawer a few months ago as well, and this has stayed quite tidy, surprisingly. But I love all these little baskets, compartments like you can get for things. It just keeps everything so organised. So the last thing I'm going to do is just give the hallway and the understairs cupboard a hoover, just because I've dragged everything out. It just brings bits out, doesn't it, and bits of muck and stuff. So I'm just giving that a quick blast with the hoover, and then we're all done. I'm very happy with that. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a big like, and if you're new here, I would love for you to consider subscribing. I post lots of cleaning and organising content on this channel, and I will see you next week for a brand new video. Can you believe we're creeping into Christmas? The weeks are rolling round. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Bye.